Photography are shared among the collections and institutions. So NVZ and UAM, we have a lot of the same agents, and we obviously share taxonomy, but we each maintain control over our own collections. So, and that's, individual institutions can decide who has access. So at NVZ, the curators have access to all the collections, whereas at other institutions, the mammal curators may only have access to the mammal data, not the bird data at their collection. Access to data is controlled by user privileges, so both at the level of collections and tables. But the public can query the data without a user account, although there are more options if they're logged in and have an account. And importantly, the business rules are enforced at the database and not the application level. So what is Arctos? Arctos is a versatile online collection management system. It allows you to do pretty much what you would normally do with cataloged items, identify them, associate attributes, parts, etc. You can do batch uploading, batch downloading, batch editing. You can encumber records or parts of records if you don't want them known to the public. Localities and collecting events, you can manage those. You can map them, you can link them to media, you can maintain a history of determinations such as different georeferences. Transactions, loans, accessions, borrows, permits. You get email reminders if your permit's about to expire and you're in there as a contact, that kind of thing. Usage, so we try to maximize information about usage of specimens through publications, projects, sponsors of projects, and linking to these external resources such as GenBank. Curatorial stuff like object tracking through barcoding, condition of specimens, relationships between different specimens. So for example, a bird might have a stomach content of a rectal, and so you can link those different specimens. And determination history. So if something's re-identified, we maintain that history of who did it and when it was identified. Georeferencing and attributes as well. Arctos is pretty easy to plug in different things. So projects and publications is something that came after the original instance of development of Arctos. Media is something that's actually fairly recent in terms of how we deal with media. And you can have media both locally and also through external URIs. So you can upload it locally, but most of the media are being linked to, say, the Texas Advanced Computing Center. External services, I mentioned GenBank, TAC, MorphBank, CalPhotos is a possibility, UBio is a taxonomy service, and so on. And I wrote collaborative because a lot of what we do in Arctos actually drives what happens in these other places. So we've influenced how, for example, vouchers are referenced in GenBank to specimens. And then digger portals, such as Ornis, Manus, Herpnet, and so on. It's easily customizable. You can customize specific features of Arctos, such as attributes of a cataloged item. Users can customize their how they want their search page to look like, the results, specific identifiers. If you have a favorite identifier, such as a collector number you search on all the time, what they want downloaded, you can save in email searches, and then managers can customize users and the reports and the look and feel, such as headers and things like that. It's open, so it's the code is open source. It's built upon the community needs. You can choose to share what you want to share. As I mentioned, Arctos really is a community, so community input is valued, and that's done through two ways. There's a user group of Arctos users and a code issue list that anybody can post to, both in terms of a new issue or comment on existing issues. And the development model is responsive, so if it's a bug, they're generally fixed within hours and patched in.